Hello and welcome. It's another week. It's another Knife Nuts Extra. How about that?
Yes. Let me... That's good. Let me share the screen because we need to jump into this. We were just talking before recording about the Slysz Bowie, and so on a lark, I went to eBay to check completed
Before you
auctions,
get into that,
and Jesus Christ.
Before you start, the reason why we're checking out Slysz Bowie's is because tomorrow the KnifeJoy M390 version drops. Something I've known about, you and I have known about it for quite some time now, Dave.
I remember hearing something about,
yes.
like, the Slysz Bowie was coming back.
And if I were to wager a guess, I don't think it's the last time it's coming back either. You know? Why would they? Why would it be? But either way.
The question is, why haven't they already?
Well,
why did it take this long?
So that's a question that comes up constantly within the knife industry. Why don't they just make more? Why don't they just... Yeah. How many freaking models does Spyderco have? And
that's already their problem,
pipeline is probably years out. So even if they decide, hey, it's time to make more, that gets pushed to the back of the line. That's just the way things work. And you see it even on a smaller scale with, like, Brian stuff. Why don't you just make more of them? How come there's not more of these? Time, money, it doesn't happen overnight. Okay,
but if we want to talk about money, look how much money they're leaving on the table by not making new ones. That's not leaving it on the table.
They already got their money out of it.
They made their money, but they could have made a lot more.
It's not.
This is even a best offer accepted. This sold for $750.
It's all good for business, man. It's all good for business.
800 best offer accepted. Let's see, 615 bid it up to 790. Oh, okay, best offer accepted. 800 or best offer.
I'm gonna put this out there.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
If you spent that kind of money on this knife, you are a psychopath. And you know,
I own one. Here is an $800 knife.
What, $200?
This is not worth that much money. It isn't.
What did you spend? You bought it when it came out, like $250, $299?
I bought it used in 2015. Probably $200. Let me check my email. I probably can check and see how much I paid.
While you do that, I'll tell you, when that one came out, I was like, I don't know about that. Because Spyderco doesn't have a great history with frame locks, right? And I remember at the same time, there was another knife that came out that caught my eye, and it was the Farid Mer, what was that? What's that knife called? The K2. So I bought that one when it went on clearance for like $98 or something on one of the sites. It probably was Knife Center. And I still have that knife. Like, I use it. That thing was 10V.
Yeah, no, that thing was wild.
Just saw that as a better purchase than the Slysz Bowie.
The Slysz Bowie is a nice knife. It is not worth more than a Sebenza. No. It is. That's what people compared it to. It is not worth more than a regular Sebenza. The funny thing is, I hesitated on buying this because I wasn't sure I actually liked how it looked.
The blade to handle ratio is whack.
It's a little weird. So, like, the blade should just be a tiny bit wider. It's a little bit more narrow than I think it should be.
Do I hate the knife?
And
no.
I don't hate it either. I mean, I haven't sold it, and this was before I even knew. Before the Nick Shabazz effect happened, I still didn't even sell it down because I like it. But, like, Jesus fucking Christ!
Now, you know, I'm blaming this entirely on Nick Shabazz, and I can. He's a great friend. I will put that out there. Like, I love that guy. Like, he's a wonderful,
I don't care.
Wonderful human being. I love him. But goddamn
but Nick, this is squarely his fault.
Your fault, bro.
This is his last thing. He is so now, like, along with him and Jay Davis with the early lockup thing that has plagued the industry for ages. This is his lasting testament in the knife world. Is the fucking Slysz Bowie inflation. The bubble on the Slysz Bowies is going to pop tomorrow.
Do you regret it, Nick Shabazz? I'm wondering.
Well, he hasn't sold his, so I think he probably does regret it.
Right. Well,
I'm going to regret so much not selling mine.
He knows. Like, I mean, he's not stupid. Like, he knows it's not worth that. But, you know, people make their own conclusions. I guess things are worth what people will pay for them. But if you're getting down to brass tacks,
this is Someone get in the comments and tell me if I'm wrong. I have never seen a Spyderco marked up. Not marked up, but like I've never seen a Spyderco selling this high on the secondary ever. Maybe that CPM 154 S90V clad PM2 that is just like basically doesn't exist anymore. I think they're all probably behind the Iron Curtain, like all the Sebenza annuals from the early 2000s are. We need the CIA to go rescue those.
What are the River's Edge PM Para 3s going for right now?
I'm sure nothing close to
curious.
anything.
Let's see what they're going for.
Actually, what's the steel?
20 CV.
It was 4V? Oh, no.
Oh, it might be 204p.
I can't remember. No, that was Nick. Okay.
That's not
Let's
it.
See. 20 CV, and that's KnifeJoy. How many 20 CV ones have there been? Maybe it's 204p?
I think it's 204p, yeah.
Yeah, let me try that.
I just got that.
Oh, also, admittedly,
got that green Para 3.
204p and forest green.
$700, bro.
What is happening, people?
I've got that.
What the fuck? All right, it's a collector. It's one of the Collectors Club ones, so it's numbered, but who gives a shit?
3 bids, bro.
Well, we don't know what these sold for, but 1,200 or best offer for two of them. God. For the PM2 and the PM and the Para 3.
I have that, and I have the Lil Native like that too.
This is the equivalent. We may as well start selling NFTs of these knives, because that's the only thing that is less valuable than these knives are in their true value. These are not $700 knives. This is so nuts. Imagine getting one of these Para 3s for $700 and then you're opening no, I don't want a Shirogorov. I want this.
That's another Nick thing. Nick is like, oh, I can't spend that kind of money on a what do you call it, a Shirogorov. But he'll inflate the prices. Unintentionally inflate the prices.
He also bought that mini. He bought that mini Slim Pickens for like $1,200. Let's talk about that for a second. He can't buy a Shirogorov. He can buy this Chode.
I like that knife. The design was just not very. That wasn't for me.
That is a thumbnail from his channel, and that was a $1,200 Chode that he bought, but he can't buy a Shirogorov.
The one above it, the one with the fat carbon. I'm glad I sold that knife. I sold it for what I paid for it. You know,
it has one of the worst blade hand ratios, I think.
It's not as bad in person. It's not.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't photograph well, but my argument
was nice and it cut well. Not that I really cut anything.
Okay, yeah, like I think that's Zerkatai, right? And like and Damasteel, like that's impressive.
That would, if I had to pick a knife to get,
but a Shirogorov is still worth it compared to that.
Dressed up like that, it wouldn't be a mini slip.
It's a very inelegant design, in my opinion.
You know what's the fascinating thing? This is good about. I didn't mean for this to turn into like a Nick Shabazz analysis, but he has some very odd taste in knives too, because he likes the busker and stuff like that. He likes all those weird little knives with chody blades.
I mean, he is probably indirectly responsible for the Norseman getting driven up, and the Norseman is
still
objectively
to this day
hideous.
One of the ugliest knives ever made, and I still think really it's not worth the titanium it's made with.
I think they're finally coming down in price, and they're like exceptionally well made or whatever. I've never handled one actually, but I don't care. It's so goddamn ugly.
They're made fine. It's not like it's not up there in terms of build quality. Maybe in 2012 it was.
Yeah, I'm not even.
I will say again, Nick Shabazz posted a picture. I guess they sent him their revised version of the Rask or whatever, and that looked better.
That has more potential.
But they've made like 3 of them. Like, what are they doing? Like, these are supposed to be
people still buying the Norseman.
Supposed to be accomplished machinists. I don't know. They're involved in the process, but don't actually know it. They're just figuring shit out as they go. I don't know.
Let's see. PM2 S90V. Let's see if we can find
the green KnifeJoy ones.
Oh wow, these are. These are not selling for much, but these are all very recent. I am not looking for this one. God, there isn't even a recently. Hold on.
Yeah.
The Nirvana is selling for this much? Is this reground?
No, yours is the only one.
Yeah, professionally. No, this one's professionally reground by Razor Edge Knives. Okay, Josh knows what he's doing. This was smart because these knives were. Oh wait, maybe. Oh, refinished, not reground. Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, professionally. Oh my god. So this is one. This is. What is going on with the Spydercos? This knife wasn't even worth $400 when it came out.
The retail price, places were selling it for retail, which was like $750 or something like that.
That first off, that was not reground. The factory grind on that knife is absolutely terrible and like totally
a wedge.
Yeah, and totally outside the ethos of Spyderco. I have one right here.
Yeah, yours is reground though, right? Like it has a full flat.
Yep. It still sticks years later. Yeah, it's got a full flat emery board finish. It's like 80 grit or something. I regret that.
Did they take off 3/4 of the tips too?
No, thankfully they did not. It's actually somewhat reasonable. This was really well done. This was done by Josh at Razor Edge Knives.
I remember handling that one. It's done well.
It's also rusty.
Oh, good.
Oopsies. I should have cleaned this. But this knife feels so much cheaper than it really was. It's hysterical.
This is
not a bad knife. It's just not worth it.
This is what we say about our favorite brand, Spyderco. And we're already just ripping them apart.
People are going to... No, here's the thing. At factory price... Okay, well, the Nirvana... The Recenti stuff has not been good at factory. The Paisan was not great either. The Nirvana is not great. But most Spydercos at their normal price are fantastic.
I'm one of these people. I buy the sprint run stuff. If you're talking about the second version of that knife, the Kapara,
the improved Kapara, it is awesome.
CQI or what do they call it?
Yeah, the CQI version only.
I had the first version, and it was literally one of the worst knives I've ever purchased in my life.
Yes, it was not good. I had it too. No, but Spyderco's at factory prices, good. Mm-hmm. They keep getting more and more expensive, but most of them are largely worth it. This secondary market is just going fucking bananas, and I can't get over.
There's a lot more people coming into the hobby now. The hobby is growing. There's a lot more people getting into it.
But what is happening? But the crazy thing is, this used to be the custom market. Remember, in 2015 when customs were out of control and every JB Stout knife was over $3,000. This is what is happening. This is the production knife equivalent. Is people are pumping these Spydercos like I've never seen before.
Someone used the term mid-tech the other day, and I'm like, why are we still calling things that anymore?
There is no such thing as a mid-tech. Mid-techs maybe existed back in the day.
Back in the day. The
widespread CNC machining.
The long years past of 2012.
When they basically didn't even... It was a term that was used to make something seem more premium. It was basically the Corinthian leather of knives. Because the original mid-techs, as Ken Onion conceived it, actually had hand-ground blades and machine-made scales. It was actually sort of a hybrid of a custom and a production. Everything after 2012 that was labeled as a mid-tech was just a production knife made by a smaller company than CRKC. Mm-hmm. And it was just the Corinthian leather.
Right.
It was not a mid-tech.
There's production knives and there's custom knives. That's the way.
And there is zero in between these days. There's so little in between. Jesse Jarrah's made some in between ones.
Custom is not necessarily better than production. We're just putting that out there.
No,
one is not inherently
it's just
better.
That
that's in our world. We separate the two by those two.
And there's the thing is, mid-techs don't need to exist anymore because CNC people can CNC the blades. You don't need to have the blades machine ground hand ground and the handles made by machines. Just do it all by machines now. It's
cheaper and better.
Yeah, that's why mid-techs don't really exist anymore.
But yeah, that's the and this is someone who buys a lot of the sprint run Spydercos. I'm in it, But
I guess none of these have sold on eBay recently. The truly crazy, unbelievably expensive one, but these are have you seen? You saw the $50,000 EM1 Honda Civic Si. the one that sold it on Bring a Trail for $50,000. I bet the people that spend $900 on Power 3s are going to feel like that person soon when they're like,
I don't know. I don't know.
Civic.
I can see. Here's where I am with the car thing. I think that person probably did okay.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think the Spyderco prices are going to continue to increase.
No, but I think that because the Spydercos aren't going anywhere. It's just not. But
and the problem is there are so many. Everyone is getting a sprint run now. It used to be a little bit less frequent, and now they are incredibly frequent.
Let me just put it out there, Dave. I'm still trying to get us a sprint run.
I mean, I guess we just have to go to the back of the line because there's 8 million people already having theirs made. Man, good for them. I can't get over these Nirvana prices. I'm just not even going to look. Actually, I'm going to look because this is going to kill me.
Just sell it, dude.
I should. Oh my god. I think it. Oh, okay. These reground ones are selling for $800. Wow.
So you know what's funny?
Guess I should sit on my Spydercos.
Don't sit on them.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing. I have a theory of why those Rosantis are going for that much more because they're so much better than the customs.
Oh, yikes! I have never handled Peter's knives because they're always sold out at the New York show, so I've never actually touched any of them.
They're fine. I'm just kidding, but I'm not.
Yeah. I am. Wow. I guess I really need to put. Okay, so one thing is eBay also doesn't necessarily reflect
real world prices.
Knife
you know
sales
what it does though?
Because I have gotten some crazy prices on
Arizona
eBay.
Custom Knives, if you want to see.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing: the things on Arizona Custom Knives that sit there that are $10,000 don't sell, whereas this eBay stuff technically sold.
Are you looking? Oh yeah, that's right. You're looking at sold auctions.
These are sold auctions. Yeah. Wow. Because Arizona Custom Knives just allows people to put whatever price they want on consignment, and knowing full well they'll never sell. But these are actually, I cannot believe that the two probably most valuable knives in my collection now, besides maybe Brian's Customs that I have, are two Spyderco production knives. This is insane. I had no. If I didn't look at this, I would have continued going on, assuming my Nirvana was worth like $300. This is crazy.
Look at you. It's basically the Dogecoin of knives.
Yep. And look where Dogecoin is now, and a lot of the coins.
Yeah, not bad.
Like 15% drop in a week.
Look, you know what? I put $75 into Dogecoin. A couple weeks ago.
Okay, yeah. So your return on investment is probably pretty good.
It's amazing. There. I looked at it, it was like $700 last week.
Yeah, you better get out of it.
I think I'm just gonna hold. What do I care?
It's classic. This is great financial advice from us.
My $75 investment.
Yeah, there's not a lot to lose there. Oh man. Well, I am definitely going to be putting my Nirvana up for auction.
Dude, undercut.
Yeah,
you should undercut these guys by like $100 and sell it instantly.
Dude. Do you know? Oh, we can't play. I've heard if you play YouTube videos in your YouTube video, it gets demonetized. But Undercutter's Pizza, the Tom Green sketch.
But what if I feel like if we're talking over
great insert here.
It's fair use.
Yeah, but it's not really funny when it's doesn't have audio.
I also think that it
but
just
anyway,
sort of gets choppy when you play it in this.
Yeah. Yes, because this is like 3 frames per second. There's a Tom Green skit where he would follow around pizza delivery guys with a pizza and a tackle box full of toppings, and he would try and sell the pizza to the person as they open their door for the other pizza delivery guy. He would try and sell it at a lower price. It was called Undercutter's Pizza. It's a great piece of
I remember
the 90s. All right, rant over.
That was
good.
What was I going to say to you? I want to thank one of our listeners / viewers because in one of the previous episodes I had mentioned that I really regret selling my Hawk Surge. What's that knife called? The Orbit. And I woke up to a text from a viewer / listener saying that there was one for sale at a reasonable price, and his Instagram account is SkibbyDB. So this is him here. If you can see it, I don't know how this works. Isn't this what the YouTubers do? Yeah.
Someone might be able to see that.
Someone will be able to see it. But I want to thank him for letting me know. I purchased it at a very reasonable price, like what they went for at the table. So, yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm very happy to be able to get one of those.
Yeah, shout out to that person. That is very nice.
I really appreciate it. Because I was actually losing sleep over not having that knife.
That is a good one. That is such a good feeling to have it back and just knowing that you have it and you do not need to worry about getting it ever again. Like, it's here and it's here to stay. I'm curious
what some of our viewers / listeners, ones that got away are. You know, or what knives do you ever, regret selling and you wish you could have back? Let us know in the basement comments. Dave, what's one of yours? We probably have a couple that we'd like to have back.
I have largely kept, I think, the best knives in my collection that weren't flavor of the week stuff. So it's hard for me to remember one. I have a spreadsheet of every single knife I owned before the podcast started. So I should look at that. But
back when you gave a damn.
I want to say, I had a Ghost Stripe S110V SNG. That was like a unique one, I guess. I don't remember if it was good or not, but I remember I had it.
I had a Ghost Stripe S110V flag recurve SMX.
Yeah, I had the SNG version of that. It was the recurve one. I remember that now. Yeah. I don't think it was particularly good, but it was particularly rare.
Cut anything.
Yeah, no, that was before they thinned out the grinds on the SNGs. I never saw another one,
ever.
Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, I don't regret selling that one. God, this is tough. It's mostly production knives, so it's like they're all replaceable pretty easily. You and I don't
sell a lot of our collection. Like we're not out there putting stuff out very often, so.
Yeah, I honestly need to sell more. Let's see. Maybe it was the Riyadh. The Riyadh Valkyrie 2 is a cool design. I don't know if I regret selling it. I had the Valkyrie 1 and the Valkyrie 2. They're like the Persian design.
I have some regrets of selling my Hawk Deadlock prototype.
Yes. But that also got that, like, you didn't get nothing for that.
No. I quadrupled my investment on that thing.
Yeah, like that softens the blow.
It definitely was worth it. Plus, it was a prototype, so I never carried it. Like, it said prototype 7 of 14 on the thing. So, and it was like Nicholas Damascus and stuff like that. I will have another Deadlock at some point.
I believe this is a photo of me. This is my actual sale thread that comes up on when you Google image search the Nut and Fancy edition. The Nut and Fancy edition Line Steel SR1A. Here's something I regret selling. I would love to get one of these and get one and then have it reground so that it's not like
Why don't you go look on, since we're in eBay mode, let's go see what one of these things goes for.
I just want to. Is this? Yeah, this is me. This is my Blade Forums post. I sold it for $155. I would just pay that $155 to get this back. Damn.
Go to eBay. Let's see what they're going for. Maybe they're going for $80.
As much as I hate line steel. All right, none up right now. Let's see.
Just type, what you should do? Maybe just type purple because...
Oh, Nut and Fancy.
Yeah.
Jesus. What?
Look, I'm not far off with the regular ones.
They're gone. The funny that was actually a different color and a different blade shape, but it was also Nut and Fancy, so no surprise that he was able to get something like that made. But I guess that's like the closest thing. I'd like to give it a shot.
If only there was
sucks. Like I'm probably
if there
wrong.
was some knife media outlet that could afford to get a limited edition run with a different blade shape, a different steel, different colors.
Yeah.
If only.
If only we could do that.
Shameless plug.
Do we even have one that you can buy right now?
Yeah,
I think we're sold out of most of them.
I did order some extras of the micro Evos. they're mostly in case something goes wrong with ones that I ship out to customers. But I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I know I'll be going to Blade Show. So, the plan is if they get delivered in a timely... I expect them to be delivered before Blade Show, so... I might have some with me there. Please don't at me about these, because I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I will have a couple extra of the Micro Evo KMP editions.
Nice. I think I remember people asking about those, so I'm sure people will want them.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be like a reward for people who actually make the trek out to Blade Show.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's 3 months from now. They'll be done.
They'll definitely be here by then. But
yeah,
it's 2 months, by the way.
I don't. Oh shit! It is less than 2 months. It's like a month and a half. All right, now.
Well, they were initially scheduled. I think they're scheduled to ship this week, from Riot. So we're at the at the deadline here. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Follow Brian for updates on that.
Yeah. Don't email him. Just follow his Instagram.
You will know when we know.
Yeah. It's not like Riot is like sending Snapchats to us every day.
As a matter of fact,
like,
they do the complete opposite. Once
just
everything goes
silence.
in there, it's radio silence until they're done. Yep.
So it really helps the customers not bug Brian. That policy, but yeah.
But the knives they'll get done.
It's not like there's some magic updates. Yeah, you get a picture when the prototypes are ready, and that's it. And then they mail the prototype to you.
And that's a whole other waiting game.
Yep. Adam, speaking of prototype, Adam's Primordial
Mark 3.
Primordial Mark 3s?
Yeah,
look great.
He sent me one. It's very nice. These are produced by Best Tech, whereas the first run of this style was done by We.
Yep.
But Best Tech's been producing all of his stuff since then. So it also slots in size-wise between the Primordial Mark II and the Mark I.
It is bigger.
Yes.
It's slightly bigger than the original one, right?
3.5 inch blade. Yeah.
Maybe smaller. I think it's like 3.25.
I think it's 3.5 actually, because I think the Mark II is 3.75, and the original one was 3.25.
The funny thing is, you look at this picture, and people are like, "Does this person have little hands, or is the knife a lot bigger?" And then you see, you see Adam holding it, and you're like, "Oh yeah, that person had tiny hands."
That's Selena. That's Selena from Best Tech in those pictures.
Yeah, I was like really excited because I thought it was bigger than it was.
This version with the micarta and the hand rub.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Sexy knife.
I'm very excited. I mean, We is just like, I don't know what they're doing. So I'm totally cool with these being made by Best Tech.
Indistinguishable. Yeah. It's really the same in terms of build quality. This is a very cool thing. I'm kind of excited about it. That's the one I'm purchasing. I have the prototype with the stonewash and the carbon fiber with the circular pattern in it. You know what I'm talking about? That one.
I think it's this one on the left.
It's also on my Instagram.
I don't know what I'm going to go with.
You can see it there.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to go with then. I can't get over how small this.
So tiny.
She's
so a small lady. If you've ever met Selena at Blade Show, she is very tiny.
That makes sense. Well, those are exciting. So
yeah, that's definitely very cool. Thanks to everyone who's been getting in on my little import project. I've had a lot of fun with it. These, I've stopped the sale of them. They are sold out. I'll be placing the final order with, today's Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday. I'll be placing the order with Forest Home tomorrow. And at the end of the week, I think I'll do another run of the Cristal knives. Those are very limited. Like the Cristal knives, there's 150 of each version. So I've got to check with them and see what their stock is like before I do another sale of those. But they did say I could get one more round in at least. So I'm hoping that if you missed out a couple weeks ago when I released the Bronze Horseman and the Aurora, I should have more stock of those to sell the end of the week. And the first round did ship. It just takes a while to get here. So once they arrive to me, I will go through them and then ship them out to everyone who has been waiting patiently. It's a drop ship sort of situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming from Russia. So
I did try to make it clear, like how this worked. You know, do you think I was clear with it?
Yeah, I mean, it says allow 3 to 6 weeks for delivery, which means it's because they're coming from Russia, not just because Levon's slow or something.
Yes, because it could take 2 weeks to get here. It could take 3 to get here, you know, or 5. You don't know. But assuming, you know, to give myself some space and under promise and over deliver to you guys.
Yeah. But they look quite good.
They are very good.
I think
I spent, you know, because I spent a couple weeks with the 2 models before I even decided to move forward with selling them. And I really like them. And I think most of you guys will. So it's a cool knife. You won't see too many people with them. That's what I like about doing it. It's just an opportunity for me to bring some different stuff, you know, for people to enjoy.
Yeah. I mean, I saw these in pictures and I liked it, and well, not this one, the crystal knives. Let me bring that up. But I never thought I'd be able to get one because I was like, I am not adventurous enough to just DM some random Russian people and see if they understand.
Now you'll have both, my friend.
Yeah, that is the exciting thing.
You'll like them. Sure. What took me by surprise is that everybody went for the Aurora and not the Bronze Horseman.
I also thought the Bronze Horseman was going to be the bigger seller, and the Auroras went way faster.
People were like, "Dude, can I get on that Aurora?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I just didn't expect it. I mean, it is a wicked and very, you know, distinct looking knife. I carry the Bronze Horseman more often than the Aurora personally, but I see the appeal.
I mean, I like it. I hope John.
It's also shiny.
I hope it stimulates some sales in John Gray's knives.
It was funny. I went to the what do you call it? Lehigh show, and John was there, and I brought them with me. I was like, John, look what they're doing. He thought they were great. He loved them. Yeah,
that's good. I mean, he's jovial, so I'm not surprised. All right, should we do some new releases? There's actually not that many,
and we're probably what's our time looking like on this?
We're at 33 minutes. Your
Civivis. We're not talking about that. We're not. Let's try and get through this without mentioning the Elementum button lock. I like that.
Yeah, no, that'll be for the main episode.
Brazen.
Yes, this one is very good.
That's a good looking knife.
I think this one's really good looking. I like it a lot. It's a nice design. 14C2010 purple G10. That's a very cool. I like the
blade finish and everything on that.
Yep. That one gets the thumbs up from me. That one's good. Not a lot of GP knives. Not a lot of new stuff. I think this Heretic Knives dagger is really cool. It's big and daggery. It's pretty cool.
It's got.
It's
got the grippy pieces and like the little. I'm not crazy about the handle, but it looks cool.
Yeah, it's got like a lot of knurling, or it's got jimping all around the handle. There's a lot of
family traits in that design.
Yeah, you can tell that someone is related to Tony Marfione that made that.
Right, it looks cool.
Neat. I think it looks a lot like a Marfione, not in a bad way. Let's see. Wait, now we're already back at the stuff we already looked at from last week.
Let's go.
That was fast. I guess not a lot.
Well, we missed it. They had those. I almost bought one too. One of the Hinderer XM18s with the skinny Spanto.
Oh, I was on the wrong page. This is the first page. First off, the Meat Crafter is out. That's an important information. The meat crafter is
you gotta
out.
call for the price. I kind of want the meat crafter.
These okay. The pocket clip game is great. These are pocket clips for Swiss Army knives, I think, and they are $27. What a good business to be in, selling replacement pocket clips.
I can't.
Man,
I can't even go there.
That's or not even replacement. That they don't come with pocket clips, so it's a good deal. I mean, not a good deal. It's a good deal for the person who sells it.
They're making some bank on that.
Yeah.
We're just jealous because we didn't think of it.
Yes, Brian should just switch careers and just make pocket clips.
Can I say something real quick? Can we just stop with the 0350?
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. This is really old. Tritium? Wait, it's a new version with tritium.
What they just... they just...
Is this a factory thing? Yeah, it is. TSTR.
Oh my goodness.
They
just glued a little piece of epoxy with some with a tritium tube in it.
This looks like when Lamborghini had to put the airbags in the Diablo, and there's just like this square sitting on top of the dash,
or the third brake light. Where yeah.
This is the least elegant way. And how did they decide that this is where it was going to go?
Dude, that is bad. And can you imagine spending $200 on this knife in 2021?
Just spend $200 to make a time machine and go back to 2014 when these were a lot cheaper.
2012 probably is the year of this episode.
Oh my god, these are $200 now.
$200
I actually had this exact one without the tritium at one point. I got in a trade.
I still have it. It was like one of my first knives, over $100. It was bad then. It's bad now.
Yeah. Damn.
It wasn't that bad then.
My brain just completely ignored that was on the page here. I didn't even notice it. I was just looking at these Kaisers.
It's part of the landscape at this. It's like seeing a squirrel.
Seriously, it's just scenery.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Dude, sometimes you just scroll through this and there's stuff you've seen so many times that you just don't care.
It.
Like these cases.
Yeah, it just means scroll past. There's some backpacks.
Oh man,
I'm
backpacks.
Surprised you're not stopping on that.
Oh, I'm stopping on the backpacks. This company, I see that GP Knives has carefully chosen to exempt the photos from the Vertex website.
Where they
apparently these are good
for
backpacks,
concealed carry?
But they're meant for carrying. No, not just for concealed carry, for PDW carrying. Which is, let me just find a photo. It's just like, if your job requires you to carry
is this
a
gonna
PDW.
Get us flagged?
Yeah, let me not even bring up the photo. If your job actually requires you to wear this dorky ass backpack with a big ass gun in it, please let us know what you do for a living in the comments. They're like the actual use of some of these backpacks is so compromised by this.
What's so funny about it is like if you're seen wearing this backpack, it's just you're basically telegraphing that you have an AR pistol in there.
That's the thing. It's like please tell me whose job it is to have one of those in your backpack.
I'm sure it exists. All joking aside,
I bet Secret Services and stuff, but I don't think do they wear backpacks? The thing is, the backpack just seems so dorky to me.
Says the guy who loves backpacks.
But I also don't carry a rifle in mine. I use mine like a normal backpack, so I admit it's dorky.
Still a pistol. Not a rifle.
It's the juxtaposition of the AR pistol and the backpack, which is why it's so dorky.
In bright high-vis orange.
Yes, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
And that's kind of it for
that's
GP
Dr. Funky's
knives.
new gig. He's pivoting to guns.
Yeah, he can put his Daniel defense and his damn Daniel defense in that.
Always ready.
Yikes. Let's see what DLT has, which is... Was Medford have them working 24/7? Well, I guess they're machines, so they could be working 24/7, but they have so much Medford product.
Part of the landscape, too. Like, you're scrolling through tons of Medford Praetorians. That a lot of them just sit there.
They're an S90V, which is just the most... Does he just... One, I don't even want to say anything about Greg Medford. Does he just throw a dart at the wall about what materials he used? An S90V is an incredibly brittle steel. It's a terrible steel to use for these knives.
For the big chunky ones? Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes, I would imagine that it's a dartboard scenario, yes. And
Yeah, and
Greg Medford, like, he's always cordial when I've met him and stuff like that. He's never done anything to me personally.
yeah, he's like friendly in person, and then just his online persona is it's very hard to square those two things. I see that they have poached whoever used to work at Alamic, though, to make these.
I see what you're saying.
With the wild handle designs. And that's as much as I want to say about Medford. I like that they changed the flipper design. It's no longer like the squiggle.
Yeah, it used to be a squiggle. You're right.
Yeah, it used to be a squiggle. It's not a squiggle anymore.
They're small.
Yeah, they are. They're all small. This is the worst time to buy a Sebenza, like as they're transitioning to S45VN, because I don't know, you might get an S35VN at the very end of S35VN when S45 is coming out. So just wait until they're all S45VN, or for sure the one you're buying is S45.
Don't. I don't think it matters really at all.
No, it doesn't matter. Probably
Get the
doesn't.
Sebenza you want. Don't listen to Dave.
Yeah, that's a good point. They are running the S45VN at 6162. They are indeed doing that.
I see a lot of
harder
a lot
steel.
of cool white LEDs for your face.
We always say we're going to talk about lights, and then we just don't.
It's too much.
Well, it's because it's always just OLEDs that come up.
Cool white LEDs.
Which there's nothing to talk about.
It's true. It's like a great, you know what it is? It's like my first real flashlight is you get an OLED.
I'm
I have to pee really bad.
I also do. We should end this quickly. Here we go. We'll end it on this.
It's a comb. It's a knife. It's spatula. It's a knife?
It's a Norseman fixed blade.
Is that a Norseman?
No, this is Jay Kovac.
Even better. Oh my god, dude. Stop it.
I don't know what Brian does to not have his blades look like that when he CNC machines them, but he needs to teach everyone else how to do what he does.
It's time. That's what it is. It's machine time. And this is a way of doing things that is cheaper. That's what this is. It's not a stylistic choice. It's cheaper.
Yeah. And people will tell you, they don't cut better. It's really annoying to have a legit it's those musical roads that you drive over and your tires vibrate and they play the song.
Yeah.
just get your Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
and just roll it across this and see what song it plays.
I bet it plays circus music.
Plays the brown note because it's shit.
Yeah, clown knife.
It looks like a platypus. That's. I'm out of jokes. The little eye hole.
With a platypus with a really elongated beak. I'd say this is more crocodilian.
Oh, I can see it. Yep, I see the crocodile.
Yeah,
I'd rather be eaten by a crocodile.
Pretty terrible. Well, on this horrible note, thanks for watching. Thank you to our amazing patrons. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. The Cape Pizza Cutters out of stock.
Yes. No, I actually kind of. I'll be honest.
I want one too. Yeah.
I like it. All right.
Let's buy each other pizza cutters.
Pizza cutters.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.